Boom. Back at the marina. Spring is here. It's the middle of March. I want to get the boat back on the move sometime this summer. And summer will be here before you know it. It's already getting warm. Gonna start by removing a bunch of stuff on the boat that has been there for years. Had this boat 2 years, almost three, and there's some stuff that's been in the v-berth since I first purchased it, so we gotta get it done. I'm supposed to be getting a new anchor chain. As you can see, this anchor chain is rusted to shit. Very not good. So a new anchor chain will be purchased. The Rockna is good. And we got this, the Rockna. And we got this one. We got from a wrecked boat somewhere. Just a backup, you feel me? I think it's called a fluke anchor. I actually don't remember. They said we gotta bring the anchor gypsy, this circle thing, to make sure that the chain fits when we buy it. I think I might throw this out. I really wanted to do a bonfire at one of those islands, but it's just been sitting here taking up space. So it probably needs to go in the garbage. This is not going in the garbage. Just gonna have to fix the back end, and also here it's thinning. That's one of the fix-its. This is getting cleaned, aka thrown out. I talked to one of my neighbors. My man's over there. Said that he wants it, so he got it. Because as much as I liked rowing this dinghy, it just isn't practical to tow behind the sailboat. It's scratched the shit out of the side of the boat, the back of the boat. It's been pretty annoying. And there is the v-berth. Look, you can't even get in there. Who knows what is even in there. Gotta clear it out. Ideally, I would have enough space for guests, and that means having a v-berth. Whether I stay in the v-berth and we let the guests stay in the back, or vice versa, depending on where we're anchored at. You know, sometimes the v-berth is ain't most comfortable. Sometimes the back is most comfortable. So I always would allow guests to have the most comfortable spot. Right now we've gotten a good amount of trash out mostly. You can see some of the things that may stay. This is a kayak, inflatable kayak. I've used this before. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna try to find a place for it. I think there's lots of trash in here and in here, so maybe we can find a place for some of this stuff. There were literally 2 skateboards in the v-berth that I must have thought I was going to rebuild or something. These things are in terrible condition. Who knows what I was thinking. All right, this is actually the second trip to the trash. Just more junk that was in the v-berth. Doesn't need to be here. We've got a million plastic bags. Plastic bags, paper bags, reusable bags. A million of them. A million. So I'm getting rid of half. At least half.
One hour later.
All right, now you can see we got it off. Got some bolts in here. That's still keeping it locked in. I have to bring this up to Annapolis. That's where I'm getting the new anchor chain from, to make sure that the gypsy fits the chain. They have two types of 3/8. So I gotta make sure I get the right one. Yeah, man, it's coming out. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. This bolt's a little easier than the wing nut. Wing nut was crazy. Just took me a long time to find the right wrench. What is this, a 13 millimeter? All right, almost there. Alrighty, we got the gypsy off. I'm gonna take it up to Annapolis and make sure we get the right chain. Wow. Spring cleaning part 1.
Several days later.
Faster. Let's see. We used to have more buckets, but the wind and the ocean like to take things. So who knows where the buckets are.
How wonderful would it be? trying to bail it out.
Yeah. Full of water. I think this chain got it all rusty because it wasn't galvanized.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Gross.
And also it looks like your life preservers are looking to make you awfully wet too.
Yeah.
They're barely floating. Yeah. Well, just put them out in the sun, let them dry.
Oh, then they'll kind of pop back to life.
Yeah, they should.
Okay.
Let's see where you see the holes in the ends on those things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where it'll suck it up like a sponge.
Okay.
Oh, but see, yeah, you got a little sump pump there.
Yeah. I figure once I get down lower, I'll use that because it doesn't pump as fast as I thought.
Yeah. Well, good luck with it.
Might be my final voyage on this dinghy. It's been fun, man. Can't say it hasn't been, but gotta be practical. And unfortunately, this is not a practical choice. Although I do prefer rowing this over rowing an inflatable. That's what the kayak should do. I want a little kayak that I could just put over my shoulder. That way, if I want to row, I don't feel like cranking up an engine, I can do that. And that's kind of why the inflatable kayaks got to go too, because by the time you inflate it, like that's 20 minutes gone. Just wanted to take a quick trip. Or if you leave it out for a couple days, it loses air, it gets popped by the rain or weather or something. It's just too many variables with the inflatable kayak, that is. Inflatable dinghy is much better for, day-to-day usage like a car, because it has a higher holding capacity and it's a lot more stable. See how that rocked back and forth on me? Gotta work smart. It look like some real Pirates of the Caribbean stuff. Real Pirates of the Caribbean on here. That's from being in the salt pond. That's also from not having any bottom paint. The people we bought this from, I'm guessing they pulled it out often, so they didn't have any bottom paint on it. But being constantly in the water, that's what happens. Dun, 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 dun. It's a mess. Feels good to have it gone. Like, you know, another project knocked off the list. But I guess that also means I need to fix this dinghy, because I need a way to get on and off the boat. This dinghy had a repair started on it but not finished, so I mean, like, I feel like it could have stayed how it was. It had a leak, but now it's like not even completely together, so gotta redo the transom. And also this area is real thin, so it needs like epoxy or something. So the list gets longer. I was thinking about fixing that before I left, but that's not gonna keep me here. Fix it at anchor or something. The Dodger I'm talking about. Try this one more time. I think I figured it out. Hopefully I can get it flipped. Good. Deadlift clean. Clean deadlift. Oh man. I think that's it for today. Oh boy. Talked to my neighbor. He said that he was gonna scrape it if I could get it flipped over for him. So a couple deadlifts and we got it. Whew. put the back out.